That was very good, Mike. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Welcome home, dude.
Thank you, man.
I like how you put your hand, inserted it in my...
It felt intimate.
Yeah. Do you feel weird after that? Or...
we both looked away and took a breath.
It was like I needed a reset. Guys, welcome back. Episode
288.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
My God.
That's a weird number.
Yeah, the days are melting into each other right now. Do you feel
what's on your mind?
Oh, bro, don't ask me that question. Honestly, what's on my mind, bro? I don't even know how to answer that, dude. I feel overwhelmed, bro. I feel so overwhelmed, dude. I feel insane.
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah,
huh?
man. I don't know. I'm just like shorting.
Just try to say it.
I don't know what.
Try to explain it right now.
All right. Let me try. Let me find it.
O'HaganCareerCoaching.com.
Huh?
Hey.
Huh?
Looky here.
What?
If you're struggling right now to find a job, if you don't know what you're doing,
who is it?
You don't know how to take an interview.
I don't know.
Hey, hello, nice to meet you. How you doing, sir? Wrong. You got to go to O'HaganCareerCoaching.com right now. Coach O is going to get you hooked up with the best training, teaching, mentoring for interviews, for landing that job, for getting in the door, asking the right questions, answering the right questions in the best way possible. Because that's the way you land a job. That's the way you win. So go to O'HaganCareerCoaching.com, go get yourself a plan, and win.
AnytownActorsLab.com. Mike, do you want to live truthfully under imaginary circumstances, dude?
I got your father. That's what I think acting is.
That wasn't acting.
What is that?
That was play.
That was mocking.
Some form of play, man.
Shit.
That was mocking.
Where do I go?
AnytownActorsLab.com. It's the only place I'd send you, Mike, and you're my buddy. And I love you. I would never send you somewhere I don't believe in.
I trust that.
It's the only place I'd send you, bro.
I trust that because you're an actor.
And dude, we learned in the same place, same time. Adam has curated this like streamlined version of what we've learned over years. You can do it online now at AnytownActorsLab.com with Adam Louder one-on-one. But if you happen to live in Texas in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, I believe a little birdie told me, I talk to him once in a while, which means almost every day, trying to start a class up in person. So if you want to enroll, the dude's busy. It's going to fill up. So just hit him up. You get a free consultation now. AnytownActorsLab.com. Slots are limited. Go check it out.
Patreon.com/YourHerePodcast. Guys,
Give me
if you want
your money.
If you want to support us, if you want to aid into the movement of you are here, of being present, of taking life, man, and not just looking away. Staring it right in the eyes, dude, and taking that and owning that life. Look at me.
Oh.
YouAreHerePodcast.com. That's not even the website.
Patreon.com.
Patreon.com/YouAreHerePodcast.
Yeah.
I made up a website.
No, I like that.
Oh, man.
I was so angry today at one point. Like blood-curdling anger. Processed it. I'm just at the whim of like what life gives me sometimes, and I want to be more like in control of my reactions to things. And I was in control of reactions to things that I didn't like today. I was in control. I lost it a little bit. I like let a little bit of behavior slip out that I wish I could reel back in. But I don't know. I got handed a hand that I woke up to, and I was just like, enough is enough. I have to use my words now, and I have to communicate that this is going to stop. Yeah. So I guess I was in a little bit of like, put your chest out mode today. That's how I'm feeling. I got to stand up for myself. No one's standing up for me. I got to stand up for myself. At some point, you poke me enough times, and I let you get away with it. I let you get away with it. I got to protect myself. That's life. Like, I don't know. People take. They take advantage. They take advantage. And I always let people get away with that stuff. But like, at some point, if you're starting to interfere on like my life, I'm going to bark back. I got to. You got to use your voice at some point. So I'm trying to do it in a way that's not creating conflict, but sometimes there's going to be conflict, dude. So I'm embracing conflict.
Wow.
I'm starting to learn it's okay to use my voice in situations where I'm getting taken advantage of or impeded on. Protecting my sanctity, my life, my family, me.
Yes.
You're supposed to protect your shit a little bit.
Yeah, man.
You know?
Oh,
You have to.
100%.
I was always like, give it away. Yeah, you can have it all.
Yeah.
Do whatever you want to me. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, dude.
So I'm trying to like do that in a peaceful way. Yes, go ahead.
That's the balance of it, man.
Yeah.
It's like that's the hardest part I think of living. Is like this reminds me. I don't know why I thought of this song. It's by The Roots called "Tip the Scale."
Oh, I don't think I heard that.
It's great. It's really good. But the chorus is just like, I live life trying to tip the scale my way. You know? And it's like, sometimes life is a live in hell. You know what I mean? Like sometimes like people are taking people and you're trying to do the best.
Yeah.
But like, you're always trying to catch this like area of like, there's enough on that side, on this side to keep it both like balanced.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And it's hard when like you start tipping, you're like kind of losing balance. You're like, oh my God. And you're kind of getting pissed sometimes, you know?
Dude.
So
yeah, man.
I get what you're feeling, dude.
Yeah,
And
bro.
I don't know. It made me think of that. I think we're always trying to tip the scale my way.
I like that imagery.
Yeah.
It's really good. How are you feeling today?
Oh, man.
What's on your mind? Let's start there. What's on your mind?
We'll go back. You know, I don't know why this past like week, we're not a political show.
No.
But I've just been
and if
delving.
We're right wing as hell.
No.
Right?
I'm not anymore.
I mean, far right.
You're the right and I'm the left. We should switch sides. We got to switch sides. I'm
not far right, just to be clear.
Yeah,
we're
we're joking.
Yeah,
we're joking.
jokes.
But it's just, I feel like it's such a crazy time we're living in.
Crazy, dude.
It's like, if you actually look at what's happening, is insane. And I don't know. I was always one to like be, you know, when you have a position for a long time, like a way you just think that you don't change often, you know?
Yeah.
And you know, it's like a solid, you have solid basis around it and why you believe something and why you feel type of way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You have like something you can explain and hold on to and you know.
Makes sense.
You know what I mean? From your personal experience, which I know personal experience is not everything about life and especially like government and society and like, you know, living in America. You know what I mean?
Right.
It is freedom, but there's like systems and everything. You know what I mean? But it's the freest place in the world, right? And you know, we have the right to, you know, create these little like circles of our lives. You know what I mean? And our beliefs, and it's holds some value, at least in America. You know what I mean? So when people like when you see sometimes when someone says something that's like, oh, if you're in the middle and you're not making a choice, you're the problem.
Yeah.
You know?
I hate that.
That's what pisses me off a lot.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I feel like it's even more just angers me more just from like the amount of just terrible, like, I don't know, just, I don't want to get into it because I really don't want to get into politics and shit.
Yeah.
But it's just, I don't know, it's just disheartening. You know what I mean? And it makes me, I've gotten angry over the weekend, you know? And just like being like, oh, you know, I'm going to do my research.
It's changing.
Yeah.
It's changing you at this point.
You know what? Would you want to do this? Would you want to, for elections, like get together and learn about every single like candidate?
Of course.
Like actually go through every single thing. Because I feel like the funniest thing is essentially like how much does the president really do? And like how much are people really voting for? Is it just the president?
Right.
When there's like a whole government you're like voting for.
Right.
And you don't really know.
Right.
And those are the actual things that kind of matter.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Like a whole team is coming with that representative that's going to change things or not.
Yeah.
So it's that whole team.
I just thought it'd be interesting to like go through. It's like so much work.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Dude.
But it'd be interesting
and you have to
like
sort through all the bullshit out there.
Yeah, and like how do you trust anything?
I just don't anymore. I just truly don't trust anything anymore.
Dude, like I had this letter right here. I got this in the mail today, dude.
Yeah.
This is local news.
Oh.
Local stuff.
Okay.
This is just a letter. It just says, please put yourself in my shoes.
Okay.
It's the mayor of this town.
Yeah.
He's like, dear friend, I hope this message finds you well. I'd like to take a few moments to shed light on recent events. Since being involved in politics, I've come to realize how ugly it can be, particularly here in Blount County. as you receive this letter and points to false and disgusting claims about me in the press.
Child something.
No, I tried looking stuff up, can't find anything. And then I think it's linked to. So this is just like it's literally just.
He's trying to.
Yeah, he basically sent out a letter to every single person in the city.
That something?
It's
dude?
Crazy. And he's and in the middle, it's
I'm a good guy.
It's highlighted. He says these attacks have not been directed at me, but also at my family, staff, supporters, and all this stuff. And it's crossed the line in baseless claims and faceless claims. So like people are just talking shit, but not like saying anything.
Right.
Or like showing who they are.
Welcome to politics. Go ahead, continue.
But that reminds me because a week ago. Like the only thing I saw connected to this guy was this dude Bob Menendez.
Oh, is this who you're telling me about?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
So this dude was a Democratic, I think, senator, and he got fired basically because he was found guilty on like bribery, like all this crazy shit. Like, dude, he had gold bars.
What?
From like Swiss banks.
What?
Like he was found that, and they searched his house and everything.
Was it his? Did he just make money? Did he just have
they just like were doing deals with like other countries and shit.
Oh yeah, deals.
Yeah,
backdoor deals.
But it's like, and this has just been happening forever. And he's known this guy for like forever too. And it's
dude,
like, how much do we know? How much do we not know?
This is the dumb answer. This is not even an answer. This is my dumb perspective from a dumb guy like me. But I just don't trust anyone. Yeah. I don't trust any representative of anything because my belief is if you are let's just take just you.
Uh-oh.
Right? Mike Nowicki. If one day you said to me, you know what, dude? I want to be a politician. I feel like I'd have 70 questions of like, why in the world? And then like, you know, you have to start raising money for a campaign to like win people over their votes, right? It's already a disingenuous game.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to convince you that my policies are great. I'm trying to convince you that I'm a good guy. So it's my character. Yeah. So I'm going to look a certain way and say things a certain way. And I have a team of publicists behind me that are going to try to portray me out there in a certain way with certain headshots and commercials and, you know, trying to defame the other person. It turns into this position of like, you're an egomaniac. You're just obsessed with yourself getting in a position of power. So the maybe it might have started as a place of like, I want to represent my people. I want to help change policy. So because I grew up in this place where I saw a lot of terrible shit happen. Yeah. And I'm trying to like represent my people, man. I need things to change because I believe in it. I want to fight for it. By the time you get to a position where I feel like you're at the door of it, you had to like sell a lot of yourself to get there. Yeah. And it becomes it's no longer about the people Mike's trying to represent. It's about Mike. In my opinion, what I've seen with these like senators and congressmen and presidential candidates and like they come and they go, bro. And it used to be more like a presidential facade where they would I saw Obama and like McCain or something. They were having that back and forth. I was gonna ask you about this. Yeah, so you watch those videos of those like two generations of debates ago, presidential candidates ago, and they're like, you know, I know it's your anniversary, Obama. Like, you know, sorry you had to be here for this. Like, I'm sure your wife's like not happy with that. And he's like, oh, thank you, man. No, I appreciate. And they're like conversing, even though they probably hate each other. There's like a decorum to the thing. Now it's like
there's nothing,
just smearing out in the public like you're
dude. I don't think that was decorum back then.
What do you think it was?
I think it was real.
Do you think they really had respect for each other?
Did you see? That? Yes, I think so. Did you see? In that same time, it was John McCain. His speech after he lost.
See that too.
There's no decorum there.
I didn't hear that,
bro. That shit. I was like, holy shit. I felt emotional.
Really,
dude? He starts off. He's like. You know, I'm here to like make a statement after, you know, and I want to congratulate the new, and then everyone starts booing.
Wow.
Everyone starts booing. The whole crowd starts booing. He said, no. Like, I want to congratulate the president that's coming in.
Yeah, man.
He's a great person, all this stuff. And
that's
it's like,
what it used to be.
And it was like and like everyone shut up and like you saw the crowd and everyone was like, fuck. Like,
yeah, man.
They were like kind of pissed.
Yeah. Well, I mean.
But it's just like, I could see on their face that like, the facade going away.
I get it. You get hyped up for this thing. You rally behind a representative. They lose. I get it. You'd be upset.
Yeah.
But to see a a candidate like that who loses have the wherewithal to say like, this is our president, guys. Yeah. Accept this. This is it. This is it. This is all of our presidents. So we're all in now. I lost. He won. Yeah. This is the next step. Yeah. Not to be like, causing a stir or whatever. I just think we're in a new time period with politics. It's totally different. It's entertainment. Yeah. It's become like a reality show. Yeah, really. It has. And we're seeing characters. We're seeing like people that are like, they're curating, I feel like, to be polar opposite. Yeah. Of all the people in the world, this is our best options.
Yeah. Dude, I mean, I opened Twitter like last week, and this was when JD Vance was like announced as like the VP, and like I opened Twitter, I'm like, oh, let's see what's going on, and it's just like JD Vance, did he fuck his couch? And I'm
there you go. And there you go.
I'm like, what? What's happening here?
Oh, yeah. We need.
This is like the top headlines, dude.
Bro,
it's crazy.
And it just like, what am I gonna vote? Like, what am I gonna?
It's crazy.
What do you do? So, all that aside, I'm not gonna speak on what I'm gonna do.
I just want to put out. I think the feeling I have.
Go ahead.
Is because America, right?
You talking to him?
I'm talking to America.
Go ahead.
I just want to like put it out there. For me, like America, dude, like obviously what everyone agrees on is like freedom. I think that's the thing is everything we agree on as America as a whole, I think that's sort of in danger. I think that's like being kind of attacked. I think like just the basis of like what the country was, created and like, the things that were laid down. I don't know if maybe things just change over time and maybe things have to change. That's what it feels like too, is like what from both sides. It's like, I feel like people are trying to defend what was like created, right? Like the Constitution, all the stuff. And there's also people that are like, things have to change because it's not working, And I feel like that's what it's been for a long time.
Yeah.
But I feel like now it's finally...
We've gotten too far.
Civil War is coming.
Yeah.
It might come.
I don't want to say that.
I think Civil War might come.
Let's scrub that.
No.
Let's scrub that term.
I think it could.
Yeah, I mean...
It's scary, man.
I wouldn't be surprised at this point, bro. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised. It's a scary time for sure. And I have friends bringing kids into the world, dude.
Yeah.
It's just a scary... I think, like... Do you think our parents felt this way ever? Like, it's a scary time to be living in this country and, like... I'm worried about the future.
My parents already told me. They were like, yeah, it's not the same as it was. Things are different. It's not the America they like were so inclined to like come
to. Yeah.
So it's a little sad,
Yeah, bro. And it's going to be, it makes me feel powerless. It makes me feel worried.
Yeah.
Worried. Hey, dude.
I'll put it out there, though. I'm voting.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, no, dude. Hey, let me give you a heads up. Don't ever say who you're voting for on a public forum.
Why?
Never, bro.
Why?
That's what my grandma taught me.
Really?
She never told me who she voted for. My grandpa never told me. And I appreciate that about them. They were always like this. I heard bullshit about like, oh, people, there's going to be a new thing where like, this was back in the day.
I'm so sorry. I just have to say.
Uh-oh.
This tastes like corn.
No, it doesn't.
I'm sorry.
Dude, what are you drinking? Just decaf. That's why. To say it. You got decaf.
I have to say it.
Tastes like corn. No, but they said, they never told me who they voted for because they said that's religion and politics and stuff like that. You don't have to bring to the forefront of every conversation, especially who you voted for. And I was like, why? I want to know. I heard something where like a few years back they were saying they're going to be transparent ballots. So whoever you voted for, it's going to be on a registry. So people will be able to look your name up and say, "Oh, Mike voted for blah blah blah."
Like public registry.
Public on every election. Like someone could look your name up and say, "Oh, right, in the 2008 election, Mike voted." But I mean, that's nonsense. So people judge you in your further endeavors, whatever you do, on who you voted for. To me, that's a crazy invasion of privacy. I think who you vote for should be like, because it can For me, I wouldn't want people to know who I vote for. That's my business. Yeah, that's my business.
I respect that.
And if I want to tell you, I tell you. And if I don't, I don't. But I know for a fact, if I say one or the other, I know people are going to come knocking on my door saying, like, you're 100%. A piece of shit for this, or you're a piece of shit for that. So, hey, guess what? Fuck you. And guess what? I'm not going to tell you who I'm voting for.
I think for me, dude, I think this is what happens when I get riled up about this stuff. Is like, I'm like, oh, fuck, I don't care. Like, let's talk about it.
Yeah, no, I mean, to talk about it's great. Yeah,
I know, but this is when I start feeling combative, which I shouldn't be feeling like combative.
You get angry.
You're trying to get, like, win one on the other side, you know?
This is careful. You have to be careful with dialogue, brother.
Yeah.
Like, I understand what you're saying. I feel that way sometimes
it's
too.
Like, yeah, I know what you mean. But that's what it is. It's like people are trying to explain to each other, like, why I'm right.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. What would be a better approach to communicating? Like in this form, like a political conversation. What do you think would be like the most appropriate way to discuss with a person you know or don't know? Where you wouldn't get riled up. Where it's like the conversation. Like
the most productive.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Perfect way to discuss.
Yeah, like what could change? What do you think would help you?
Hey, Dave, let's we're opposite sides.
No,
technically.
Yeah, no, we're not technically. Not technically. Not technically, dude. Not technically. Not at all.
I'm kidding. I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop joking about it.
I'm in the Tea
in a
Party.
Hypothetical, we're opposite sides.
Yeah.
You know, two people opposite sides. I'd say, hey, how about we come over for dinner one night? Let's like we are both willing to engage.
Yeah.
I think the best thing to do is like come with things like with issues you have or like things that bother you about the other perspectives.
Yeah.
And like let's talk about those things. And while also like researching as you're doing it and like looking up like
pulling
look like this is what actually happened, blah blah blah, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like fact checking.
Yeah.
You know? Then like at the end of the day you just shake each other's hand.
But
that's it.
I think as long as if hypothetically if it was us, we both have to be walking into the situation willing to change our mind.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I know I'd have to enter the room with you like I don't know. I believe this so far with what I've seen and gathered. I'm going to sit and listen to you. I'm not going to open my mouth. I'm going to listen first. Then I'll respond with what I've seen and heard and what feels right to me. But I have to have a willingness to really listen and be willing to change my mind. Yeah. If I'm just walking into a conversation and I think sometimes this happens with political conversations where you're so charged up on your beliefs and you're so like, or I have been before where I'm like, how could you not see it this way? That I'm stonewalling you from the beginning. Yeah. I'm pushing my belief and I'm not listening to anything you have to say. Yeah. And I'm not willing to change. I'm trying to change you.
Yeah.
So if my action's trying to change you, I'm fucked. And you're fucked too, because you're going to sense it and you're going to be like, hey, bro, and you're going to push back.
But is that just the difference between coming in hot?
I think it's a willingness issue. I think it's like I think you can have emotion.
Yeah.
I don't think emotion's the problem. I think you have to have an awareness and a willingness to change your mind. You don't know everything. I don't know everything.
Yeah.
What do you believe? Like, tell me about it more.
Yeah.
And I'll do the same. And then like, maybe we walk away and we still believe the same stuff. Or maybe like a couple points you made, I was like, I never thought of this shit this way. Yeah. But there's a willingness instead of like, I'm looking at you like, how could this motherfucker, I'm judging you already. How can you, you're missing the point. Yeah. You don't know. I know more. I know better.
But does that happen? Do you start feeling that? Like you shut people off?
I have in the past for sure. Yeah. I have in the past for sure.
When they're not changing, when you know that, when you can sense that there's no willingness to.
When I can sense off of you that there's no willingness, or I am selfishly trying to change you.
Yeah.
If I'm just trying to present what I believe, I'm not trying to change you, and I think it's a different conversation. Because I'm listening and I'm giving you my opinion.
Yeah.
But I hope that makes sense. I don't know.
That does.
Do you know when you're in a conversation like that where it's like, no, yes, no, 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 no? Have you ever got involved in one of those? It's tough. I'm not good at those.
Dad. No.
Hey, Dad. Turn off the Fox News, Dad. Yeah. No, I got you. Hey, dude. Do you feel like a loser ever?
Yeah.
I feel like that's what I wanted to tell you I felt like today.
No.
Loser guy.
Didn't.
Weep, weep, weep.
No.
Gee, wee, wee. Loser.
Why?
Yeah, boy. Feels like a loser today.
Why?
just happened.
This is valid, dude, because a lot of people think this.
Yeah, and we feel this. I'm gonna say I'm not,
But I wanna because everyone feels everything, like
try to get to the bottom.
Let's get to the bottom of it, man.
No, all that effort to put into the project, the film, the feature, really want to see that done. There's also like this new element of like, I want to kind of, begin to think about growing my family. I want to get to a point where I get to a more comfortable position. Like we started our business. You don't know what that meant to me to like, and I didn't expect that. We're small now, and it's a new avenue for me, of possible income and growth and business, like to learn. I really want to learn how to do this stuff more effectively, and it gave me hope, But then a few days go by, and I'm like, well, I'm not really, I'm kind of waiting on a few things there. We have to work on some things. And then I shift to the producer mind, and I'm in full producer mode, and I'm trying to see this thing out to the end, and because I know it could have an impact on my life.
Yeah.
Like it really can. It's 14 years, bro. 14 years? 14 years has culminated to this moment where it's like, I can't even get a loan. I can't get what I need to cross the finish line. So I feel I'm in a position I put myself in. This is all me putting myself in the position where a culmination of those things, specifically the film, and having to do other forms of work that I'm not psyched about. This new one I am psyched about, but I'm not doing every single day. Not seeing growth like I hoped I would at this age. Just meeting with my friends yesterday. We're all in we're 34, 35. And I told them, I was like, when I was 25, I thought I had shit together, bro. 25, 26, 27, 20. I go, bro, I had my shit together. Like there was so much potential. Everything was going right. Just steady growth, felt great, health was great, everything, no worries about mortality or the future or whatever. Just felt like I was living present. But now, I have these wisps of like feeling, I guess with all those things I'm trying to say, I felt like, damn, man. And I communicate with my family a bit, and I kind of sense from them, they're like, and maybe this is me contorting it in my own mind, like what I see.
Yeah.
I'm just like, damn, I think I'm getting that they look at me like the dude that's not gonna turn out good. You know what I mean? Like, oh, this is fun. This podcast is fun. Like, it's what Dave does some things. Does this, Dave's a, don't take me serious. There's no expectation of me. There never was an expectation of me. That's what I wanted to talk to you about last week, and I forgot. Do you ever feel like you had growing up? People looked at you with an expectation, like you're going to be something special?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
Wow. What was that like? Tell me about it. What'd you sense? What'd you pick up on? Who did it?
I think I talked about it before on the podcast. Was the sense of like, this was like a big turning point. It might sound just so like,
no, please.
It's not that serious, but from playing like sports, like I felt it. I was looked at to ride it all the way.
Wow.
Like
you really
money was being put in, like
to make it to like a league.
Yeah, to like training, like all this stuff, like
MLS.
I was like
minimum.
An investment.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like
your family's investing in you. Dude.
Yeah, time, money, like all this stuff, and
because they believed in you.
Yeah, definitely that. I think there was some stuff like other factors too, but I never really thought about. I just remember like there was like a couple turning points. A couple, they're like 10 degrees angle turning points. You know what I mean? That made me really like just turn away and be like, man, I don't think I really like doing this. Like for real. Yeah. Like I don't, and obviously like too, I like thinking about like when you're going to college and you're looking for schools to play soccer. I'm like, all right. And I'm like, and then my parents are like, oh, but like also look into like, other thing too. And I'm like, it doesn't make much sense to me. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, why? I don't know. I guess it's really betting on yourself, if you can really do that. But I also had like an injury that kind of messed with me too, like mentally plus physically.
Yeah.
I didn't feel the same. And I don't know. It was hard to quit because there was like this expectation. You know what I mean? That's the hardest thing I think I had to go through is making the choice, to be like, I don't think I'm going to do this, And it's like heartbreaking for my family.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
All that investment.
Yeah. And that's like the best times of their life. They always say is the best times of their lives.
Wow.
You know, for me to cut off the best times of their life, that could have, like for me, it's like it could have been the best times of their lives forever until they were gone. You know?
And you felt responsible for cutting that off for them.
Yeah. Which is sad.
I understand.
Because now it's not the best times.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which I know it's not, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
It's, you know, we make decisions and we reap the consequences, or
you reap what you sow.
Yeah, pretty much. But
also, I think they're enjoying their time still.
Yeah,
it's a new, different kind of best times. Yeah, but I get also like the decision hurts. To have to make that decision.
Yeah. I wanted to touch on you were saying how like with the things you're doing, where now like this business stuff started happening, and like you're feeling like it's like, oh, it's like I'm not doing this every day. You know what I mean? Like this kind of thing. I think that's interesting. I think it's a cool thing to think about. I think that's like not a negative. That's like the positive. Ooh. Because now think about all the things you could be doing extra.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's how business, I think, people think. Is like, that's what they want to do, is set some shit up to be like, oh, I don't got to deal with it anymore. Everyone. That's why they hire, you know, like, that's why my parents tell me, they're like, dude, if you want to do a cafe, just like start it, do it, get your workers, and
bounce.
That's it. Run it, and you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
But like, sometimes I feel like, oh, maybe I'm just dumb, where I'm like, I want to be there every day.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes it's like it's not worth it in a way.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like my dad always said, like, think smarter. You know what I mean? He always told me, he's like, I worked, you know, with my hands all these days so that you don't have to work with your hands.
I get it.
You know?
Yeah.
But I kind of like working with my hands.
I think that's what I'm trying to say, is like, I like to be in the midst of it.
Yeah.
I like to be involved in the calls we got to make, and how are we going to get this set? You know, we got to talk to these people. We got to set up this next meeting. Is the money coming through? We got to try to take this out. I enjoy being a part of the goings on of it. And when I'm not, I think the false idea I have in my mind that my body just comes up with is like, you're nothing. You're not doing anything, therefore you're nothing. If I just see numbers roll on a phone, like ka-ching, 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 I don't think it's going to, I don't know, because it doesn't happen that often, but I don't think that's going to make me feel great. I also don't think that if I just work, I'm going to feel great either.
Yeah.
I'm going to have the
That's kind of where I'm at.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like this feeling of like, even like those little moments where like I don't have things and I'm like,
you're beat.
I'm sitting home and I'm like, oh, I open YouTube and I like close it and I open it again and I'm like, fuck. You know, I'm like, what am I doing?
Yeah, I'm just trying to decompress from all this work I'm doing. Yeah, so there's some kind of balance you got to strike. I just have to believe in what I'm doing. I think that's when I feel my best. Not that I have to do it every day. You know, there's going to be a balance there, but I got to believe in what I'm doing. So the things I believe in what I'm doing, I haven't reaped what I've sowed so far.
Yeah,
I believe that's coming, but I also don't know.
Yeah.
So to faithfully walk
but
that
also
path,
I got to call you out, because you said a lot of the time, I think you've said on here too, is like, sir, if you did that, like even if you got nothing, it's all worth it anyway.
You're right, man.
You know?
That's in my right mind. You're right. Yeah. You're right. I'm wrong. I'm not in a good place, like spiritually, mentally, physically. Like physically I'm getting there, but mentally and spiritually, no. Not
but
good.
I think there's some validity to like what about like the feelings we have in our worst, like in these kind of moments, like they don't have to be, oh, like everything I'm doing is worthless.
No.
It could just be like, oh man, I'm like bored.
Yeah. Simple. Yeah. I'm just bored.
So like, I think there's got to be some sort of truth to like what you're feeling. You know what I mean? There's some truth to like growing up older, and like obviously, like dude, with with what you're trying to do, it's not like this like formula. Like you get hired and you go, you do it. Like you're making something from nothing. Yeah. And you're trying to get it sold. Mm-hmm. Like, and also how many people do that? You
drag people you love into it too. Yeah. So they're tied to what your idea was, and there's a lot there. Like Jordan's our homie. Yeah. I want it for Jordan. I want it so for everyone. Sometimes it sneaks in, and I'm just like, the desire to like get a leg up in this world and like make something of ourselves, it creeps in day after day after day slowly if I don't catch it. And then I'm like this, like, I'm a loser if this thing doesn't fucking take off, man.
Yeah.
I need to see some success now. I need to see us moving forward now.
Yeah.
That number needs to go up now. I need the release to happen, bro. And I think that's just the combative struggle of being a human.
Yeah.
That's just the way we are. It's just the way we are. And society doesn't help it. Social media doesn't help it. I think it's a comparison thing too. I think probably I'm just looking around and saying, they got it, I want it.
Yeah.
But my God tells me
but it's still
not to do that.
Yeah. But it's still that's a personal, that's not like a one-time thing, you know what I mean?
No.
It's like a personal thing.
Totally.
You know? So I think there is some validity to the concerns, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like it's just like imaginary.
I'm a loser.
You know? No.
Fuck, dude. He was right. I was right. Thanks, Mike.
No, man. I'm talking about the worries of, like you said, like making, like it being profitable for everyone, for like giving some worth to everyone.
It's a fact.
You know,
it would do something in our lives. It would it would impact us in some way. That's just a fact.
Yeah.
It would have an impact on us if things work out.
What is holding it back right now? Can you talk about it?
Money.
But for what?
Post-production. To finish post-production. We've had
edited. Okay.
I need sound design, full sound design done on the film, color, music, and formatting done. It is a number.
I feel like we gotta
high,
take the wise words of Jim O'Hagan and also do things that you've done before and start asking just everyone, you know?
Yeah, and I'm going to start a crowdfunding campaign with Adam.
Where's Walter at?
Talked about it.
Sound? You got to know someone. Come on.
Oh, Walter.
Right?
Yeah. I know. There's a whole that's another conversation of like, are we trying to do this shoestring and have a product that we're not totally, not that Walter, I'm not saying Walter isn't like totally professional for that, and you should go to Walter, but we have a team in mind where like they've done professional work before and we trust them and they want to work with us and they gave us a number and it's a reasonable number for that quality. So where we could save, we saved. Now we're in a phase where like we can't really save if we want to have a product that's more marketable.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. I get you.
So we're just dealing with raising. We did it in the past. It's just like, I don't know. I'm trying to do the thing where I'm faithfully walking forward, open to all conversations.
Yeah. Whoever
comes to me in the moment, I present it to them and ask them, and if they're interested, great. And if not, I understand. But it seems to have dried up a bit recently in the past few months, and then so now I'm like waiting for that next avenue, trying to find new strategies. I'm thinking about the crowdfunding thing again for part of it. We've got someone attached that's helping us, but we need to match a certain number for them to kick that in. So yeah, this is what every producer goes through. So everyone who's ever probably made a movie, unless they got a giant gift from their dad, like goes through, you know? Or they're famous and they've got like someone who's willing to just give them a bunch of money. But that's why I need this podcast to take off so I could... No, I'm just kidding.
Could get it, bro, one day.
Yeah, man. I mean, how many times we talk about it though, Mike? Like, the movie comes out. Let's just roll the tape. Movie comes out, right? This greatest movie ever made. Just it's like The Godfather. Oh my God. 100 million in sales first weekend. Indie movie from New Jersey. From Texas. Everyone's going crazy. We're famous. We made it. Moving out to the hills. We got all these houses. We're crushing it. Everyone wants to work with us. Then what? So I make another movie. Right. I make another movie. I think I'm still going to feel like a loser at points, even if we win.
Oh, yeah.
So the thing that I'm chasing so feverishly, I have to like put it in perspective. I can't let it run wild and be like, this is the reason I'm waking up today, is to make this movie and to like see it happen, to win. I just got to keep it in perspective and say, I would love for this to happen.
Yeah.
It would selfishly make me feel great and make the people I brought into the thing It would just make me feel great for them. I want to see them win, like I said.
Yeah.
But if it never happens, I don't know. I don't have control over that. Am I going to be okay? Am I going to jump off a cliff? Should I just end it all? No, bro. I definitely shouldn't.
No, you're not doing it.
I definitely won't do that, right?
I'll let you.
Thanks, Mike. So,
it's tough though. It's like you gotta,
I don't know what to say.
I think it's almost like you gotta, like you're saying. For me, I'm like, you're saying like, well, if I win all this stuff, it's like I think you gotta think more about what if you lose.
I think about that all the time.
Yeah.
What do you mean when you say that? Continue. Think about if I lose.
I don't know, because to me it's like a short or a feature is like just another short, right? Or not really, I guess. I don't fucking know. I don't know. I'm gonna be real. This is why I left film stuff, because I'm like, for me personally, I don't understand how I could ever make something profitable.
Yeah.
To me.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't make any sense to me.
I totally understand what you're
saying. There's like I think there's alternate avenues now that are very not quick, like we're saying.
Right. The game has definitely changed.
Yeah.
And I think the first time you look at this now, if we're just having a conversation about entertainment, filmmaking, all that, first glance, you'd be like, there's no money in it anymore. Run. Right?
Yeah.
Everything is Hollywood blockbuster or nothing. You don't make money anymore. Fair point. It looks like that on paper. Definitely.
No, but I think there's an important thing about even the Hollywood thing is like, I mean, let's say by Hollywood, do you mean like the tippy top stuff?
Tippy top.
There's still Hollywood stuff that's like what about all the other things?
They're not making great money.
Yeah. Like, but that's the area. Is it still Hollywood, or is that something else?
They used to make great money. There was a.
No, I think it's mainly like you don't make great money in the beginning.
You don't
you eventually make money.
Maybe, totally. I don't know, but I heard it described that like there was a time where the onus to make the movie was on the artist, and the artist had a chance to actually come away with a profit, right? And so it made sense to start a career.
I don't think there's any getting profit on your first thing, and never.
I don't mean first, but there definitely was. There was definitely like what's his name, Kevin James or something, the dude from Jersey who made like Clerks. There was a time and period where film festivals were like, they would look at a first time filmmaker and they'd say, wow, this is new, this is different, come be a part of this thing, and it would sell. There'd be distributors that would go to these festivals. There wasn't as many film festivals, and you go to one of those and your movie might sell. And if it did, there was a place called like Miramax, not saying that Weinstein's a good guy, not saying that, but he had a company where he would buy up some independent films.
You're canceled.
Sorry, Mike. Mike's hiding his face as we say that. Clip it. No, but there was just other avenues of making money through distribution of your movie that now aren't quite there, right? But at the same time, I feel like I'm losing you.
No.
You sure?
No, I'm listening.
Okay. At the same time, there's like other avenues to make money. And I think if you restructure some things, maybe you don't put a star in your first film, right? Maybe you save that money and you use it somewhere else. Or you lower the budget on your film, right? You save a lot of money there and you're able to go film at other places, or have enough money for post, or really invest in the writing process beforehand and plan everything out in such a way where you can save a lot of money. And you have a killer story, it can be bought by a distributor. Like, you don't know. And your deal might not be structured in a way where you're going to get crushed on your first film, right? Not saying that they're going to give you all their money, because they won't. There's no money for that anymore, really. But you won't get crushed.
Yeah.
Also, YouTube, right? Also, all these other like online platforms that are coming up. TikTok people are releasing like weird. I saw on X, someone's releasing their films now. People are trying to find new ways of making a profit, telling story, and I think there's fertile ground, but we just got to figure it out.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%.
We just got to try new things.
I agree with that. 100%.
Figure it out. Yeah,
I think there's more to be had in those, alternate, more newer kind of styles.
Yeah,
of making things. I just feel like making like a traditional like low budget feature, it's like a needle in a haystack. Yeah. When the internet stuff is like, you can kind of like pave your own little way, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not out yet, so I don't know what avenue we're gonna go totally yet. But just to see it through to the end, I want we'll get to that stage eventually. But then we'll make that decision. But we had a bunch of ideas, different things that were, not traditional for a low budget feature to release it to get it to people. We might explore those still. We're open to it all. So I think I don't know, bro. Anyway. That wraps up the film conversation. That's just where we are. But
I just want to say I have faith because there's too many like signs from like something that was making it work,
bro,
to like not
finish, right?
Finish it up.
I feel the same way, man. I appreciate that.
And it might just be the test, dude, that you got to pull through.
Yeah, just endure, man. I heard suffering is I'm sorry. Patience is enduring suffering for a long period of time. That's what patience is. And I'm like, I have to work on my patience because I want things now, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro. I think what I said before about like expectations and how you felt about your parents, like I didn't have that. There was no like, Dave's gonna be this. I know it. I just never felt that from people around me, adults, older people. So I think I carry that chip on my shoulder. Like in life, I just carry that chip. Like, and that's, I think, why I work so hard at what I love to do. And I wanted to make it so badly, and I still do at times. If I'm not checking, how feverishly I'm like leaning into that old chip.
Yeah.
It's because I didn't have anyone to say, like, I just felt like no one cared. Just felt like no one was like, it's just, he's here, he's in the room, like, it's Dave, woo. There was no like, he's gonna get to a place like we're proud of. There's no like, he's gonna be the next soccer star. He's not gonna be nothing. That's always how I felt. So there's definitely that chip on my shoulder, bro, and I think that's why. Yeah, and I thought of that for the first time last week, and I was like, wow, I don't think I had any expectations of like who I was gonna be. Wow. No one set any expectations on me, which is like freeing too, right? Like no one was like, you have to do this. You have to work hard at this. We're investing in this. It wasn't pressure that way. It was just the other way. It was like kind of floating.
Yeah.
I
think after the soccer thing, I kind of felt that.
Like it's gone now. The expectations.
I'm like, oh no, like
you're in space now.
Now, I'm in space now.
Yeah,
that's a good way to put it.
You know, what's funny? It switched for me.
Yeah.
When I found Playhouse and everything, it became real quick. Like I felt expectations.
Yeah.
That changed very fast, and I liked it. I liked the feeling.
Yeah.
It felt good for the first time, but now I don't know how I feel about expectations.
We got to find you some expectations, bro.
I don't think I need them anymore. I think it was like. It's all coming from me, perspective. It's like, I don't need you to believe that I'm going to be something. It's nice. It's nice.
I think there's something good, though, in like this path we're taking now of business. I think business, the expectation is like, there is an expectation.
Yeah.
It's like a product, it's clients, it's
right.
You're providing. You know what I mean? And you have to, and it's different. It's a different providing than like movies. Like you're more expected to, as a consumer, to be taken on like a journey. When business, you're being you're asking for something, and you're like picking something and expecting it to be what's promised,
right.
I guess with movies too, it's kind of like that too in a way, you know, for Hollywood movies. But I feel like, I don't know, for the business side of movies, it's like it's more of like, I don't know, like industry stuff. Actually, no, that kind of destroys it too, because they're kind of just cookie cutter shit now.
Yeah, there is.
So
I
don't know. It's a balance there, I guess.
Yeah.
But there's definitely. I think there's something good in the thing we're doing now. Is like that expectation will like drive us. To work harder.
Definitely. Definitely. Yeah. Yeah. You want your like name to carry some kind of. If I hired Mike for this thing, I know he's coming with this, and this. He's going to be consistent. He's going to have all my work done at a certain point, like he promised, and it's going to be quality work. Yeah. You come, your name it comes through the door before you almost. Like you're, how do you say it? You're, oh wow, why can't I think of the word?
I'm gonna wait for you.
Oh my God, your rep. You're like
Reputation.
Reputation. You know what I mean? Like it speaks for you before you're in the room.
Yeah.
So your name's gonna carry that, and like business, whatever business you do, like I hope, when someone says your name, they're like, me too. I hope someone thinks of me. They're like, oh, Dave, right? He's gonna be honest, and he's gonna be, forthright. He's gonna give it all his all, and I know that, and he's gonna do it with a big heart. Like I know that about Dave. So yeah, bro. So in the midst of feeling like a loser, I was like trying to sort through like things that I like about myself, so to like pull me out of the hole a bit. And I was like, there's good things. There's a lot of things that I like that I am. Qualities.
That's a good thing to do. Like,
Yeah,
do you think you'd do that like a couple of years ago?
No, no. So it was a little exercise. That was fun. It made me just think like I'm blessed. I'm not a loser.
What'd you find? What'd you like?
Just this, what you say. Show up for people. I actually care a lot. I do want to be loving more of the time than I don't. And I like that my heart's so big. I like that. Like I'll say maybe I'm not as well read, but I do try. I try. Like I don't. I'm not eloquent, but I do speak from my heart, and I like that about myself. I like to help. I like to feel that I am trying to be of service. I enjoy that part of myself, and that's natural. I don't need to work on that. That just is who I am, and and I'm actually trying to make my little bit a better place for whoever comes in contact with it. I'm trying to do that actively every day. And that's, again, natural. That's just how God made me, I guess, I like that I'm finding my voice. I like that I'm speaking up for myself more, having tougher conversations.
Yeah.
Not being so quick to emotion. I like that I've learned that. Those things I could like hang my hat on, bro.
Yeah.
Be like, oh, Dave, if I met you, I'd be like, oh, you're pretty cool now, man. As opposed to like a few years ago, I'd be like, what a loser. What are some qualities you like about yourself recently?
I just want to say I like it's cool as a friend to see the growth.
Thanks, dude.
It's
you
cool.
push me in a lot of ways to do it, dude.
I see it. You push me too.
You push me in a lot of ways to do that. Honestly, I mean that.
Yeah.
You really have like,
I'll take it.
Like, you'll say things at the end of like the tail end of things where you'll be very kind. And you say like, I want you to feel that way about yourself or something like that. And it always does ring in my mind. Like, I want to grow. I want to get to that point where you're trying to bring to my attention that you've been kind of shit at being a good friend to yourself. You're a good friend to me, right? Like you're saying to me.
Yeah.
But you're not a great friend to you, and I want you to be a better friend. You've always pushed me to do that. So I think, you're a proponent of where I'm getting to. So I appreciate you, bro. I'm a fan of yours, dude. You said it last week to me. Fan of yours, bro.
Thanks, dude.
Let's kiss.
All right.
On the cheek, man.
Turn off the cameras.
Oh, kill the lights.
What do I like about myself?
Yeah, bro. Be honest. Be honest. Think about it. Be honest.
It's pretty tough right now.
Is it? Think of one thing.
Oh, man. Right now.
One thing.
Right now.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I kind of like, man, it's not good when nothing comes up.
It's okay. It'll come.
It's not good.
There's something. We'll find it. And I'm not going to feed it to you. I know you got something.
I might need something, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
You're in a place right now where you can't find nothing you like about yourself. Man, I mean, would you say that you are of service every day?
Truly?
Yes.
What would explain that?
Just physically of service, verbally of service. You try to hold space for people. You try to do good with what your work is. You try not to complicate things for other people, but make it streamlined.
Yeah. I think, yeah, but I think sometimes not.
That's okay.
Yeah.
What do you think you are naturally like? Would you say, you know what you are for sure?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you like this about yourself. I like this about you. Is you don't push a look how good I am of a person out into the world. Right? You never say like outwardly, you never try to promote something that isn't true. And even if you do good things, you keep them to yourself. I don't know how nice of a thing that is, how you feel about that. I think that's really cool.
I feel like that's good, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Would you say you're chivalrous for the most part? Like old school, like you hold doors for people.
Yeah.
You know, you
held
don't.
the door for you today.
You did, bro.
I feel like it's like basic human things.
No, but it's not. But I think what we're struggling with is like, and what I related to for a long time and still do sometimes is, what do you like about you? If you met you, like, what would you like about you? It's a hard thing, man. I know.
Yeah. You know what I like?
Because I can name it all. Yeah, go ahead.
I like recently, I guess there's like some. You know when like friends you don't, like your friends you met the other day that you haven't seen for a while. It's like I like that. There's some plans that get like planned and then kind of are like nothing happens.
Pushed around,
and like something gets pushed around and like people kind of forget to like eventually like reach out and be like, oh, let's do this time, and like actually do it. Like that's
you.
I like that.
You do that.
Yeah, I might did it recently, I guess.
Yeah.
So yeah, I thought that was good.
You thought that was a cool thing you did, man. Yeah. And it is. That is a cool thing. Give me one more.
Because movie plans fell through.
Yeah. You want to apologize on a public platform, or do you want to?
That was not. I don't think it's on me.
Okay, right on. I don't know. It probably is on me, to be honest.
It's probably on everyone.
Yeah. Let's all take a little blame for that.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, too. Okay. I wish I went to the movies.
I wanted, before I forget.
Yeah.
You were talking about, the last thing you were talking about is like you trying, like you believe you try and stuff. I'm just Mikey bringing up music and songs this episode.
Let's go, man.
It made me think of Frank Ocean.
Oh.
Nostalgia Ultra mixtape.
Oh.
The song We All Try.
We all try.
You ever listened to that song recently?
No.
Dude.
Women try.
Lyrics?
Men try.
I like listened to it while I was on the treadmill and I was like, I was getting a little.
Yeah, it's an emotional
feeling a little
song.
bit. I was like, damn, bro.
Gotta listen to it now.
It's like, and it's like talks about like religion and shit too. It's
it
like,
does. I remember.
It's like it's talking about, I don't know, all the gods and everything. It's like you say you don't. Oh fuck! What's the lyric? It says
you gotta believe in.
You gotta believe in some. You want to try, but you must believe in. It's like you say you don't believe shit.
Yeah.
Like you're so like, I got all this shit together.
Yeah.
But like, and like you don't need to look to anything to like survive.
Nope.
And like you feel that right now, but you must believe something.
You gotta believe in something.
You got to,
bro.
And that made me be like, oh. Fuck.
You gotta believe in something, dude. What do you believe in for sure? Oh my gosh.
That made me think of like specifically the religious side of things.
Oh, really?
Because we've been having a lot of conversations with people where I'm, for some reason, I'm looked at. I've been looked at as this like.
We're like this.
Atheist.
Mike.
I've been looked at as this atheist. And I'm like, look, guys.
You're an agnostic.
I'm not any of it.
You're the enemy.
I believe in something.
No, I know.
That's how I felt though. I feel like that like explained what I was going through. It was like, and it's funny after all these like conversations we've been having with people.
Yeah.
Where like you obviously you talk about religion a lot and like on all the conversations, and I enjoy like listening and talking about it.
Yeah.
Because I'm interested in it and I have my own beliefs, right?
Yeah.
But it's just interesting to feel like excluded.
Do you feel
in
that
a way? Well, sometimes when someone's like, yeah, like for you, Mike, I'm like, wait up, you don't even know what I think.
Yeah, man.
Stuff like that.
Yeah,
so I was just like, I don't know.
Yeah. I get it.
But it made me think like I was like, do I have to pinpoint something? Like, do I have to pick something? In? Yeah, do I have to pick? What do you think?
I don't know.
Do I have to choose? that part of it?
I don't know. I'm gonna say I don't know. I think
that's always been my. I think the why I'm
on the fence about it, about all of it.
I don't even know if it's on the. I guess it could be called on the fence because I'm not choosing something, but I feel like it doesn't have to be.
It doesn't have to be labeled.
I don't have to be chosen.
You don't have to.
I don't have to choose a specific thing.
Right. If it works for you, it works for you. I think what I'm trying to get to the heart of is, like, as people, as human beings, we all worship something.
Yeah.
Would you say that's true?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
If we don't, we feel very...
I think that word, like...
To worship?
Do you mean, like, worshiping, like...
Here we go.
Like, is it all equal? Then, like, everything's equal?
It's a thing that you get up and you give yourself to every day in order to feel some sort of reason for being here. And we all do whether we want to or not. I think we kind of choose a thing. It could be food. Yeah. It could be exercise.
Yeah.
I worship the ground this woman walks on. I worship her.
Yeah.
I need this one thing in order to continue. You know? When I was told that we all worship something, it kind of rang true to me. Because I always felt like I set a thing in front of me and I said, this is the altar I pray to every day.
Yeah.
It could be women. It could be grades. Yeah. It could be a job title I really want. So people see me a certain way. My image.
But that's where I'm like, it's not working for me because like with just in life and stuff you talk about, it's like, okay, if you get something, I guess the unattainable thing or the attainable thing you get and you're not fulfilled after that.
Right.
So now what do you worship? It's something else. But I guess that also solves the problem because God is something that's never, I guess there's no end to the worship.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think it's the one thing that I found when like Christ was introduced to me again was a thing that. Yeah. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I don't know. No, you continue. I already talked.
No, it's okay.
No, go ahead. It's fine.
You sure?
Yeah. I kept cutting off. I'm good.
It's okay.
I just the word worship to me, I don't know why, it just has a negative connotation.
Okay.
I don't know why.
That's really interesting. I'd love to know why.
I don't know.
I'd love to like work out why.
Yeah.
Like find why that word.
Yeah.
Why that word is a trigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. When someone introduced when Christ started getting introduced in my life again, in a new way, in a way I didn't read the Bible when I was a kid like that. I was told to read it. Right. I was told to like learn verse by verse, learn your prayers, like whatever. And I just did it because people told me to do it. It wasn't like I was like developing a relationship. I didn't know who Christ was. I didn't care, to be honest. I was a kid. But I definitely felt a overwhelming sense of love when I was that age, when I would experiment with it. But now as an adult, like getting introduced again, the things that I used to worship at, which was how people saw me, how my career in acting, that was the inside me that felt like a loser that I still sometimes go back to feeling like. I could fill it temporarily with that. So I would try to get to those things every day. I would try to benefit, take, get better at in order to consume some kind of affirmation from those things that I was worshiping. But the whole would not get filled. And then when Christ started getting reintroduced in my life and I was like really starting to read the word a bit and really starting to see actual change day to day, even though I was against it, even though I was like, I don't want to change. Yeah. I like this about me. I like that I'm a go-getter. I like that I'm after my shit all the time and people call me and they know I'm a motherfucker that does this thing well, dude. And I worked hard to get here.
Yeah.
Don't take that from me. But once I started to see that it got worse, I was never fulfilled. Not really. You know, I won the awards I wanted. And when I won them, it was like, there was still that hole. It was still me. It's still not feeling well. I needed to do something new. I needed to do something else. I was doing it for the wrong reasons, I believe. But now I'm seeing that there is a person, if God sent a version of himself, man in flesh, to do what he did for me, for you, for everyone, because he loves us so much, to give it all away, to live a perfect life, and then, go read it if you haven't yet. But, to give away freely his life in the worst way possible for what I take for granted every day and turn my back on. And a loving God like that, bro, that loves me for me, that knows the hairs on my head, that like the hole is filled. I mean that. If I live that way, like if he's at the forefront, if I worship at that altar, call it cheesy or corny or whatever, I don't care how I'm looked at anymore because of that, because of him. He tells me that. It's in the word it says, in the gospel it says 365 times. 365 times. Do not fear. That's once a day. Do not fear, dude. I was living in fear my whole life. I was living in fear my whole fucking life. And if I'm not like on my shit, I'm in fear all the time. It's the one thing that gives me like a real rock solid, not rock solid, I won't say rock solid, but a fulfilling existence. The hole becomes filled in me. I don't need to seek. I don't need to go get where moth and rust will get all my treasures one day. I don't need to attain any of those treasures anymore. I don't. Instead, I want to like just be a vessel for the thing that's greater than me. I'm not the great one. I'm just Dave. But I think everyone was created and put here for a reason. It was to make our spot a little bit better, to be a vessel of something greater, to let something pass through us, and to make it a little bit better here. Whatever that means. I don't know what that means. I couldn't know what that means. If I was at the wheel, dude, it'd be a bad world, bro. It'd be a bad world. Because you'd be worshiping me.
Shit.
You know what I mean?
That's actually who I worship.
We found it. Worship.
No, that makes sense, man.
The trigger, bro.
I appreciate you explaining.
Yeah, man. I'm always down to talk about it. And
just interesting to me.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting. Yeah. And it's not for everybody. I mean, I think it is, but it's not for everyone right now. And that's all good. Everyone's on their path. And
yeah.
Again, bro, and I struggle with this shit every day. Every day I have to but I'll tell you what, today I sat there and I was feeling this way and I had a thing to do.
Yeah.
I prayed. Yeah. I stopped and I sat and I said, wait a second. I remember now. There's a loving Father that's waiting for me to just open the door and I could talk to him.
Mm-hmm.
And I know I have faith he's going to send me something.
Yeah.
Whether it's a sense of calm or a new conversation I needed to have that's going to give me peace, or a new opportunity to grow as a person. Like, I have faith he's gonna bring me to where I need to be. I just need to I need to call on him. I need to put it at his feet, not try to carry it all myself. It takes the onus off of me. It takes the pressure off of me. And I feel like I've grown. When you say I've grown, I think I've grown. And that's a major contributor, bro. He's put you in my life. I believe that.
No, that was me.
You are God. No,
I don't know if this is like a bad way of. I'm just gonna say it because Mikey says things.
Yeah, say it.
And I feel like for me, like that moment, like that kind of moment is like yesterday. I went to go just go to the beach.
Yeah.
And I just go sit on the. I'm like, on the beach. I'll sit there, and just just look at the ocean.
What did that do for you?
I just felt, I'm like, oh, life's great. I feel good.
Isn't that so funny?
Yeah.
It's the most simple thing to do. Sit there and just watch the ocean. I've been doing it with the sky again, feeling like this feeling like I'm not good enough.
Yeah.
And every day I've started to just, when I feel that, I look up.
Yeah.
It's always different. There's always like something new to see. It's a tapestry of color and different like volumes of clouds and shapes and all kinds. And the vastness of it all, like the ocean, dude, it puts it in perspective. It's like, what am I worried about?
Yeah.
I can just like observe it. I don't know how to describe it other than if I stop and I look at something that's greater than me, I'm at peace so fast, immediately.
Yeah.
I'm at peace. I can't explain it. I don't know what scientific chemical thing it does to me, but I know for sure I'm at peace. Just looking at the sky, just looking at the clouds, taking a few moments to just breathe and just say, wow. Like, wow, really? What do you think that is?
It's probably this like the distractions of life that we don't. I don't know if like once we wake up, it's just everything is already kind of set. You know what I mean? Like we have a schedule, we have all these things, and then we look at our phone, and then we're looking at, you know what I mean? Like looking at that Bob Menendez guy with gold bars, and I'm like, oh wow, this is crazy. Like, and my whole brain, like throughout the whole day, is just thinking about like all this random shit.
Yeah.
Like manufactured shit.
Yep.
And it becomes to a point where we have more like looking at our phone, thinking about shit than actually just like looking at the outdoors or like being present and like, I don't know. Yeah. Looking at the ocean. How often do you do that?
I couldn't even tell you.
Yeah. So
sky once a day, but ocean.
Yeah.
I
don't know. I don't remember the last time I did that.
Vacation months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You forget, dude.
Yeah, bro.
You forget.
Yeah, man. Can I bestow a challenge to you, my brother?
Sure.
Read the gospel front to back. No, I'm just kidding.
Depends if I can fit in my schedule.
Yes. I think every day, once a day, I would love, I'm not going to say you're not going to do it. I'm going to say you're going to do it. Because I believe in you.
Okay.
Once a day, you're going to stop what you're doing. When you start to feel that weird, like, oh, I feel kind of like bored or lost or uncomfortable or whatever. You're going to take a breath, either look at the sky or whatever makes you feel at peace outside of yourself, a tree, whatever. And I want you to come up with one thing, if you stop and like enjoy what you're seeing, that you can say about yourself that you like about yourself. I would love to. I'm so happy you're going to start doing this. That's what I'll say.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah, just one thing.
All right.
You pushed me to do it, so I'm trying to.
Should I like write it down?
You don't have to. You won't. So, or you might. Yes, you will. You will. You will.
You already counted me out.
No, I don't. Not anymore.
I love when you count me out.
No, but I know you'll do that, and I'm proud of you for taking that step.
I'll do it.
I know you will.
Fine.
I know you will.
Fine. I'll do it.
Yeah, bro.
I didn't put a timer up.
We got to be over an hour.
Let me check.
Go up there. Go check. While Mikey checks, guys, if there's something you like about yourself, comment below. Where are we at, Mike? Hey, you're looking good, dude. Do you like the fact that you're fit right now?
I ate half a pizza yesterday.
Yo, we got a beer the other day. It was great.
Yeah.
That was fun, man, to just go to the bar and have a beer like that, man. I don't do that enough. That was fun, dude. We watched the fights.
I agree, man.
Bilal Muhammad, congratulations.
Yeah.
UFC champion.
Shout out, dude.
That's it. We're good.
Hour 15.
We did it.
Good, bro.
AnytimeActorsLab.com. You want to learn how to act, that's where I'm going to send you. It's the only place I send Mike. So you know that's a place you should go first. AnytimeActorsLab.com. You want to learn how to act, go on the TikToks, go on the YouTube page. It's all there. He's giving it for free. But you can get a free consultation one-on-one right now with Adam Louder. Slots are limited, so go get it now. AnytimeActorsLab.com.
Hey, career coaching. You don't got a job. You're trying to get one. You don't know how to start. You don't know. You got to brush up. Or if you're trying and you're doing it wrong, you're not getting any callbacks. Dude, hit up Coach O.
Coach O.
He's been doing this stuff for 35 years. He was a recruiter. He's killed it. He's trying to give back to you. He's trying to teach people just the right ways of landing that job, man. It's tough. He's got different plans. He's got one-on-ones. He's got mock interviews. He's going to chop it up with you.
Yep. And he sees you all the way to the end of the process.
100%.
Yeah, man.
And he's an amazing guy.
Awesome, dude.
You know,
literally.
With the business, you're gaining a friend.
You're gaining a friend, man. Yep.
O'HaganCareerCoaching.com.
Boom.
And shout out to the patrons, guys. We love you. You're on the screen. We love you so much. If you want to support us, guys, it's the best way to do it. Just throw us a bone. Patreon.com/YouAreHerePodcast.
Give us your money.
My name is Mike, and I'm signing out.
My name's Dave. I love y'all. Please be kind to yourself. Please be kind to one another.